fifth round replay at Anfield on Wednesday. On Saturday at Bootham Crescent, the match ended all square at 1 each.
And Rush! A brilliant goal and a typical one. They're a goal down and they yet pull it round. It's Alan Pearce with the free kick for them. Ford will hope to get it back again and does so. It's the crossbar there. Oh, it is the crossbar twice! And it still will go in. It's there now! And Sbragia has made it 1-1.
And here's the man who scored the goal, Ricky Sbragia. You don't get too many, but that'll really go down in the annals, won't it?
Oh yes, as you say, I don't get really too many. This year I think I've scored 3 now. I would say that's probably the best goal I've ever scored in my career.
A lot of people were asking who got the final touch, because it seemed as though it was going to take an eternity to get into the net.
I don't think we'd ever score, to be honest. Kept on hitting the bar. First shot hit the bar, and then I can remember Keith going up, heading it, hitting the bar as well. Came out again. John McPhail had a shot, hit Grobbler's legs, and just by chance it just bounced nicely for me and I just hooked it in.
Well, that was on Saturday. For today's reaction to the draw, as it happened, here's Alan Hardwick.
York City were hailed by the sporting press as the giant killers who rocked the cream of the First Division. And the fans, who this morning queued for up to 7 hours for tickets for the replay, certainly wouldn't disagree with that. But City's performance against Liverpool was marred by violence. The troubles started immediately after the final whistle when hundreds of York fans invaded the pitch. Today, City manager Denis Smith gave me his reaction to the pitch battle between rival supporters, which raged for 3 or 4 minutes.
We've never had any trouble of this sort inside the ground before, and we're determined that we'll stamp it out before it really takes hold.
You must feel very let down, very disappointed.
I'm very disappointed with all of them. I didn't think we'd got that element here. I've always considered it a family club with a family atmosphere and a good atmosphere, and I hope that they were just there for that one game and we won't see them again.
With Wednesday's game still looming large, the draw for the next round was something of an anticlimax.
Number 8. Southampton or Barnsley. Number 7. Against York City or Liverpool.
It's not a good draw because it's away from home, and we've always feel as though we've got a better chance at home. But we'll take it as it comes, and we've played Barnsley once already and we drew in a pre-season friendly, so possibly that's a good omen if Barnsley get through. It'll be a nice Yorkshire derby, so perhaps that's something we could look forward to.
Liverpool in the 5th round of the FA Cup on Saturday and lived up to their reputation as giant killers by snatching a draw. The game was marred by crowd trouble at the York ground, and there were 22 arrests. 3rd Division York now face the prospect of playing Southampton or Barnsley should they beat Liverpool in the replay at Anfield. It was excitement from the word go at Bootham Crescent. 7 minutes gone and Martin Butler slammed home a fierce drive, only to have it judged offside after the referee consulted the linesman. Then, early in the second half, York's Keith Walwyn went for a high ball with MacDonald. The Liverpool player fell badly and a free kick was given. Gillespie knocked the ball to the edge of the York penalty box. Dalglish headed on and Rush struck it first time into the York net. Liverpool 1, York 0. With 6 minutes to go, York were given a free kick on the left wing. Pearce teed up a deep ball, Ford got it back from the right wing, and in the goalmouth scramble that followed, the ball hit the woodwork twice before Sbragia finished the job left-footed from 6 yards. As the players celebrated, a bottle thrown from the crowd struck them. But the excitement wasn't over. A minute to go and Whelan thought he'd scored the winner for Liverpool. The ball was in the net for the 4th time, but the referee again disallowed it for offside. With the final whistle came trouble. The crowd invaded the pitch from the York end and began taunting the Liverpool fans. Police moved in and arrested troublemakers. Several people were injured during the invasion. Police dogs and horses were also brought in to disperse the crowds. It was an incident that angered York's manager, Denis Smith.
It's very disappointing because we've never had it here before, and we're hoping that if we're going to continue to get good gates, then we're not going to start attracting that sort of element, because we don't want them here. I mean, we've got a very good family atmosphere here, and everybody enjoys coming down here. And I don't enjoy what we saw after the game here, and unfortunately it was our fans and not the Liverpool fans who started it.
York's goal was quite a complicated affair, wasn't it? I mean, what exactly happened in the goal mouth there?
Yes, I think everybody had a shot. I mean, I had 4 shots sitting up in the stand. Yes, Ricky had a superb shot from across from Gary Ford, was smashed against the bar. It came back out, and Big Keith Walwyn got up above everybody else and headed it back against the bar again. It came out. John McPhail got a shot in, which hit Bruce Grobbler on the legs. Came out, and Ricky was there to ram it into the back of the net. But it was everybody was jumping up and down by then, so I think that's what happened.
Now, you've had the draw. You're up against Barnsley or Southampton. Once you've beaten Liverpool, of course, that is.
Oh, I like your confidence.
What do you think of those two?
It's not what you would call a glamorous draw. If we get Barnsley, it's a Yorkshire Cup tie sort of thing, which would go down very nicely. Southampton are always a difficult team to beat, and possibly my best mates down there, and it's Schultz. I know it's going to be difficult to get anything past him. But we're not getting overexcited, of course, because we've got Liverpool to dispose of first.
But with finishing power like this, a victory for York at Anfield might not be such a pipe dream.